What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So we're having another install video on my Honda S2000, and let's check out what's here in this box. So this box I actually got maybe about a year or 2 years ago. As you guys can tell, it's a sticker here. It is from Art of Attack. Fairly small box, but it is car parts for my Honda S2000, and it's going to be exterior mod, aero parts, and yeah, from the title you guys probably already know what it is, but I did open the box. It's just been sitting in my garage for a while. So S2000 parts, carbon fiber canards from Voltex, and they provide you all the hardware needed. So we have anything from the screws, washer, nuts to the L-shaped brackets, and then the canards themselves. These are pretty massive carbon fiber canards, so one on each side of the front bumper. So here it is. I took one out of the packaging, gloss carbon fiber canard, but if you look underneath, it is dry carbon on the bottom. So if you guys know JDM parts and know Voltex parts, the wait time from Japan is insane. Typically, some parts may take a while. The canard itself, just this piece, Voltex canards, I want to say it took me over a year before I finally got it. And here's my Honda S2000. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, we do have my Voltex racing bumper. So this is authentic racing, Voltex racing bumper, the street version with the carbon lip. This is the carbon canards for the Voltex bumper. Fitment is perfect. There's also the race version, which comes with the splitter. I did not get that version, but with the canards, it's going to come down here and look real aggressive. So you guys saw the test fit. It's going to look so aggressive. We do have to remove the front bumper off the car before we install it from the inside. But yeah, for the longest time, I had the canards. I even had this Voltex wing just sitting in the garage because I like the clean setup, the clean OEM body lines of the S2000. But the boy racer in me also loved the aggressive lines of nice time attack inspired build. So we are slowly starting out. Rear end has been changed with the Voltex Type 2 carbon fiber wing. You know, all JDP rear diffuser in carbon, as well as these AP3 lap tail lights. So rear end has been transformed. Now I think the front end needs a little bit more aggression with the canards. Alright, first things first, let's go ahead and remove all the bolts, nuts, as well as the brackets from this little packaging. So if you look on the Voltex canard, they already did have a couple spots dotted. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 red dots on the canards. That's where you're going to drill into, and then you're pretty much going to have L-shaped brackets that connect from the canard over to the bumper. Alright, so if everything laid out, we have your nuts, your washers, your screws, as well as the L-shaped brackets. I noticed that, so there's 4 on each side. 3 of them are perfectly cut, but I noticed that 2 of them seems to be a little bit, I guess, slanted. And at first I was wondering, maybe that's, you know, just a bad batch. But then I realized it's probably because over here on the very end, this very last dot is on the edge. So my guess is because, you know, whenever you have your bracket on, you don't want it to be sticking out, so they kind of shaved it a little bit. Anyways, the very first step is they already dotted it for us, so let's go ahead and drill holes in the canard. So you need a drill and a drill bit. So usually I recommend, it's always good to start small. These bolts are pretty small. You don't want to have your hole too loose. So I would recommend starting fairly small. Try to measure it, you know, make sure it's about the same size or smaller. Alright, all 4 hills are drilled, so you guys can see a little bit of dust. You can just blow it off. Alright, so everything looks pretty good. Right now you can go ahead and mount your bracket. Alright, so we're over here by the front bumper of the car. Canards kind of go like this. And I grabbed my little bracket just to kind of line it up. So the bracket is going to go inwards to touch the bumper and the canard. Alright, so let's show you guys how I'm going to install the bracket on the canard. So I already installed one of it. So what you're going to do is from the top of the canard, the shiny part, I'm going to go ahead and drop the bolt in. You might notice that if you drill out the first time, it might be a little bit too small, so you might have to use a bigger drill bit. So drop it in the top and then flip it around over to the matte side, so the dry carbon side, and then you're going to go ahead and put your bracket on like so, and then your washer, and then your bolt. So you just go ahead and tighten it by hand. Yep, just like so. So you might notice it's still pretty loose because obviously I haven't tightened it, but you're going to do all 4 the same way. Alright, so just like so, all the bolts and brackets are attached. You guys can see all 4 of them are attached. I just hand tied it just so we do have the flexibility to move it around if we need to while mounting it on. They also come in nice black hardware, so you know the bolts, the silver wouldn't stand out because they're all black. Black brackets, black nuts, everything's nice and black. So yeah, gonna go ahead and do the other side just the same way. Alright, so I did a few test fit. I gave you guys wrong instructions. There's no instructions. I couldn't find any Voltex canard install on YouTube or Google, so I'm pretty much trying to figure out myself. People just screw it in, call it a day. But the sides, remember when I mentioned about the L-shaped brackets, about how you want to have the longer side pretty much attached to the canard. So now I pretty much flipped it around the other way around. So instead of it mounting with the longer way down, I flipped it so that the longer side is underneath the canard and the shorter side is touching the bumper. So I just pretty much play with the different orientation, right? Just flipping it around the other way. And that's why you don't want to tighten it too tight yet, right? And then also I noticed that on the very last one, this is where it meets the bottom, my carbon fiber lip. I don't really need to put this bracket just because it's on the very bottom. I don't really see much of a mounting point. So I'm just gonna leave the bolt there and tighten it down with the nut just so it's uniform. But yeah, I don't really see a spot to drill. So let's show you guys what I mean. Alright, so I'm trying to test fit it, right? So you want to kind of play around with it, how far down. I guess my general rule of thumb is make sure that all 3 brackets are kind of mounted flush, right? Canards as flush to the bumper as possible. You also don't want this back part to be too far out this way, otherwise obviously when you turn your wheel, your tire's going to hit it. So you want to make sure it doesn't really surpass that. You also don't want it too high, you don't want it too low. So I'm just kind of playing around with it. And on the front, you kind of want this flush. Obviously, you don't want this to sit high or low. So it's kind of using the front as a good mounting point, and then just kind of adjust the sides and back. I mentioned I wasn't really able to fit a bracket because look how little space there is over here. Alright, so this is the canard, and if I were to fit the bracket, there's not really much space I could fit it in between this part. Obviously there's very little surface area over here to drill into, right? So there's much more area over here to drill. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pretty much have it just like so. I'm gonna tighten the screws and I think I'm ready to drill into the bumper. I'm gonna use a small Allen key since the bolts they provided all Allen keys. Alright, so they didn't provide what screws go into the bumper, so I'm gonna use little self-tapping screws. Like I said, 3 on each side since I'm not doing it for the very front. I'm gonna go with some small self-tappers, self-tapping screws. They should stay pretty tight. One thing I did notice that I ran into was fitment issues. Let's show you guys what I mean. Alright, so ideally you have it like this, right? This is the bumper. I'm gonna be feeding it the self-tappers from the outside. It should go right in, but I am noticing a little bit of a block. So you see right here, my nut is actually blocking the self-tapping screw. So what that means is I probably have to tap it in first and then screw it in once this is attached to the front bumper. Alright, so I also realized that even if I fed the little screw through, I wouldn't know where to drill exactly. So I'm going to use a marker, and while I have the brackets on, I'm just going to go ahead and, just move this canard back and forth, see where I think it fits flush and best, and then mark it on the bumper first, just so I can, know exactly where to drill. So right now I have my bracket still fairly loose, right? I can kind of play around with it. I'm holding the very front of it just to make sure the canard is flush. Just kind of going back and forth, back and forth. I think this is roughly how I want it. Those two on the bottom are pretty easy to be flush. It's just this very top one right here. So I think this is right here. This is perfect. So flush, flush, and flush. All right, so one dot here, one here, one here. You guys saw it's pretty hard because I was trying to stabilize the canard while trying to mark it at the same time, and making sure when you're marking the second hole, the first hole lines up. You can see the marking point, and when you're marking this last hole, the other two holes, the marking point aligns and it's not shifted. All right, so I'm about to mount the canards on right now. So you have this, your self-tapping screw. You're gonna feed it through. Again, it won't feed through because the nut is in the way. So what you're gonna do is loosen the nut, put this through, and then pretty much drill it in. Almost kind of doing both simultaneously. Alright, so to make my life a little bit easier, just so I don't have to drill this self-tapping screws to the hard fiberglass, I'm going to use my drill bit. I already dotted it, so just drill it in. Same thing, use a small drill bit that's smaller than the size of the self-tappers, so that way I can just screw it in a lot easier. Alright, so now that I've drilled 3 not so pretty holes, there's no going back. You guys can see it's right here. Now I'm going to use the self-tapping screws with my screwdriver and screw it in. Okay, so now I pretty much have it loosely tightened, and I say loosely because what I had to do was pretty much put in my self-tapper, but to put in the self-tapper, the bolt attached to the canard was in the way, so I gotta put in the self-tappers, remove the bolt, put in the self-tappers, and then put the bolt back in. So pretty repetitive process for all 3 of them. So now that I have all 3 in the hole pretty loose, I make sure they line up, make sure it lines up at the front, and then I can go ahead and tighten the self-tappers first, and then tighten the nut. And there we have it. One side is officially done. We have the canards on. You want to make sure it's nice and sturdy. Do a little wiggle shake test. Super sturdy. So like I said, on the underneath, let's show you guys how it's attached again. We have the self-tapping screw attached to the bumper. And then right on the top where it meets the canard, right up here, that's gonna be a nut for your washer, and then you screw up here to hold it in place. Alright, so one side done, one more side to go. Before I do that, let's show you guys the difference with and without the canard, see what you guys think. So this side without the canard, nice and clean. And then if you come around to the other side with the canard, pretty aggressive. I think it definitely matches the carbon fiber lip a lot more. Pretty aggressive. And the race bumper comes with this front bumper plus the canard plus the splitter. So maybe eventually I'll add a splitter to make it look super aggressive. Alright, working on the passenger side now. Already went ahead and drill it out and attach the brackets. So same thing, just gonna mock it up and then go ahead and use my marker. You know, put the little marker dots on my bumper so I know exactly where to drill. Alright, and we got the passenger side done. Since I got my flow, this side was a lot quicker. So like I always say, you want to measure a few times and just drill one time. So make sure that the gap right here matches up with the other side. You also want to make sure this end doesn't poke out too much, otherwise it's going to hit your tire when you turn. What do you guys think? Very subtle, but make it aggressive. Oh, and in case you guys didn't know, you guys thought this is a Ricer mod, Voltex Racing, they actually tunnel test their stuff, meaning a lot of the race cars in Japan use Voltex Racing wings, splitters, bumpers, canards, and it's proven to help with aerodynamic airflow. There might be a lot of companies or brands out there that might be just for fun, just for show, but with Voltex Racing stuff, they actually do time attack. So not to say this is a time attack car. Obviously, I like the style. I love the time attack style. I've taken my s2000 in track days. So hopefully, even if it helps 1% of aerodynamics flow, I'll be happy. I love how it looks. I love Voltex parts. And yeah, that's a big reason why I'm putting it on the car. If you guys made it this far to the end, make sure to leave a thumbs up. I couldn't find any canards install, Voltex Racing canards install on YouTube. So decided, you know what, might as well make a tutorial. For some people, it might be easy, it might be very straightforward, but I just wanted to show you guys how it's done. Also, you could also remove the whole front bumper and got it done. That was initially my plan, but I was like, you know what? They are pretty sturdy even with the self-tappers. Again, if you want to remove your bumper and put some bolts and nuts on the back, super secure. But I think in my case, I think it's more than secure right now. So I hope you guys like it. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next video.